personally. We got, technical difficulties on my end. 21 degrees in Concord, 23 in Charlotte. You guys, it actually, yeah, it's in the 20s, but it feels much better than where we were this time yesterday. Remember, I was telling you it was like 5 and then eventually got down to just 1 degree in Salisbury. We ended up being a warm spot here in the Queen City, but for a lot of areas, this was the coldest air that we have actually seen in really quite some time. We're 22 in Hickory, 20 right now in Morganton, and hey, Boone, 26 degrees. So you're kind of hovering a little bit below that freezing point. So we still have patches of black ice and some snow pack out there. We are running though 10 to 20 degrees above where we were this time yesterday. So we certainly are running much warmer. But as we head through the day today, still going to be below average, anticipating more clouds out there. And in terms of any rain, we're not going to see much as we head through the day today. That changes though with our next system as we head into Wednesday. Check out these winds. We're going to see a wind direction shift. Temperatures, though, still not warming too much as we head through the day. Again, we'll be in the 40s, probably about low to mid 40s and low 40s there in the mountains as well. Expect clouds up in the high country with some rain showers turning into snow showers for your area. And we could end up seeing a few flurries even here across the Piedmont as we head through late Wednesday. So live radar right now, not showing too much other than some clouds out here as we look at that satellite view too. So for your Tuesday, no rain on tap. Is it possible a couple of showers move into the area toward the latter half of the evening? Yes, sure. But it's really going to be on Wednesday that scattered activity moves into the area, possibly even numerous. But I'll tell you, we need the rain. We are still in a drought. We could use it. Areas south and east of I-85. Those are the chances that have the highest in terms of rain accumulation, probably around half an inch, maybe a little bit more in some spots. So the rain is kind of side one, but once the colder air moves in on the back side of this, we could end up seeing a little bit of snowfall. How much will it amount to? Guys, not much at all. I think really a few flakes. If we get a coating in some areas, it will not be everywhere. It will be pretty isolated. 60 degrees on our forecast. Right now it's 23 in Charlotte. Joe, you kind of got the double whammy. Yesterday, Salisbury had a low of 1 degree. Yeah, he was in bed. But Charlotte, again, 23 degrees. Yeah, we have some clouds out there. Overall, it is looking like a decent morning. Yeah, we still have these concerns with black ice and some snow out there. And that's really my top weather headline. Be careful as you do head out. We are expecting the chance of a few flurries in the forecast as we head through Wednesday night into Thursday. Guys, this is not going to accumulate to really anything outside of the high country. We are expecting that warm up, though, toward the middle of next week. So temperatures across the board right now, it's 20 in Albemarle, 23 in Charlotte. Gastonia sitting at 22 with Shelby this morning at 21 degrees. Boone and West Jefferson at 27. Now, as we head through the day today, we'll be warming back into about the 40s. We'll be low to mid 40s here across the area. Quite a bit of cloud cover out there. In terms of rain, really holding off on the rain today. Rain is going to be a good thing for a couple of reasons. One, I do think it's going to end up melting some of this snow away. And also, we need the rain. We are in a deficit. We're in a drought. We could use some precipitation in the way of rainfall, and we will certainly see that. But when temperatures start to drop, that rain could then transition into a bit of snow. So we look at your future track. This is 2 p.m. for today. Yeah, we have clouds out there. Temperatures touching about low 40s. So we will continue to see some melting on the roads, in your yard, on your sidewalk. But I am anticipating temperatures tonight to actually stay above that freezing point. So that is going to lead to additional melting as well. You can see through Wednesday, a lot of that rainfall will be south and east of I-85 as we head through the first half of the day. Heading into the second half of the day, though, those showers do start to spread. Here comes the colder air, so the rain turning to snow as we head through Wednesday evening around and north of I-40. Looking at Wednesday night, overnight, we could have a few snow flurries make its way here across the Piedmont. If we get any accumulation, I'm talking a coating to maybe a tenth of an inch, but that's really looking unlikely. I think we're just going to see some flurries if you happen to be up at that time of night. Again, kind of an overnight situation. We do look at the upper level pattern, and we are still stuck in this digging trough era. So we are going to see cold temps below average as we head through this week. But as we head into next week, we get into a little bit of a different pattern. Warmth from the west will end up building in, and that's going to allow 60s to jump back into the forecast. So again, still below average for the rest of this week. This weekend gets a little bit nicer. I mean, we have 50s in the forecast, but again, we were this time yesterday. It's 21 in Statesville right now, 17 in Salisbury, 21 in Concord, with Charlotte here at the Queen City sitting at 23 degrees. So temperatures, again, not as cold. We're running about 10 to 20 degrees warmer than where we were this time yesterday. So you can see 17 degrees warmer in Morganton. Look at areas of Salisbury, though, 17 degrees warmer. Remember this time yesterday, the map just said about 1 degree for those areas in Rowan County. So we are starting a trend of a little bit of warmth. It's just going to be so gradual. We are anticipating a decent dose of cloud cover today, about mid 40s here across the Piedmont, upper 40s for some areas around Charlotte, especially points south. No rain as we head through today. It's possible a few of those showers move in toward the latter half of the evening. I'm talking 9-10 o'clock. But it's really going to be a Wednesday rainmaker that we are tracking next. So up in the high country, yeah, some of those showers will start for you first. So potentially seeing some of that moisture move in after sunset. But highs today will be low 40s for you there up in the high country. So you'll get plenty of melting once again, despite a little bit less sunshine and more cloud cover out there. And that's what radar is even showing right now. So we'll stay dry for your Tuesday. Come Wednesday, rain chances are elevated as we head through the day tomorrow. Then they drop off and we stay dry. This is a good thing. Rain is a good thing. We definitely need some of it. How much could we see? Well, it depends on where you are. We could see about a tenth of an inch, or you could see a little bit more, like a half an inch of some rain as we head through the day Wednesday. The highest totals look to be south and east of I-85, and that's going to be mainly as we head through the day tomorrow. So on top of the chance of rain, we could see a couple of snow flurries head through the area. That primary accumulation will be up in the high country. I'm talking a half an inch to maybe upwards of an inch in some of those highest elevations. That's in the mountains. So here in the Piedmont, you can imagine, I mean, the accumulations will be hard to come by. I'm thinking you'll see a flurry and then it'll be out of here. It is possible that a couple of areas pick up like a coating to maybe a tenth of an inch. But again, this accumulation is really not going to be the story as we head through this next weather system. Once the rain is moving out, temperatures cool. If we can still get some moisture, that's when we could have. So we're not going to listen to him at all. So I'm projecting spring. And actually next week, we'll have 60s back in the forecast. We look over at Morganton right now. I mean, beautiful. It's 20 degrees. It looks like a little bit of a Hallmark movie. It looks like the roads, NCDOT and everybody that has been helping clear these roads have done just such a wonderful job. There are still going to be some patches of black ice, so do look out for that. But a really nice sunrise underway right now as we do have a decent amount of cloud cover. It's still looking pretty nice. The dew point temperature sitting at 18 degrees with the visibility looking just fine, thankfully, because we'd have a lot of freezing fog, which could cause more issues if we were dealing with those visibility concerns. But it's really just the black ice concerns that do continue. Yeah, I know you don't want to hear this. We could have a couple of flurries, but good news, it's not going to lead to accumulation here in the Piedmont. Is it possible some of you get like a coating to a tenth of an inch? Yeah, but again, this is not going to be anything compared to what we did just see. We will be seeing a warm up as we head into the middle of next week. Again, 60s, they do make a comeback. But right now, guys, it's chilly out there. Your temps are sitting in the 20s across the area. 18 for you in Salisbury. It beats the 1 that I was tracking for you yesterday. 20 in Morganton, 28 there in Boone, with Charlotte sitting at 23 degrees. So we'll see a decent dose of clouds as we head through the day today. No rain in the forecast during the daytime period will be about mid to upper 40s as we head through the day here in the Piedmont. A little bit cooler, about low 40s for you folks across Ashwaubenon and into Avery County, so up in the high country. Again, clouds rather abundant as we head through the day today. Temperatures still going to be feeling nice though, and that will lead to some ice melt. Now overnight tonight, we're not getting to freezing. We'll jump back to freezing though in 24 hours from this evening, but that will continue to help melt things. And so will the rainfall as we head through the day on Wednesday. Most of that rain southeast of the I-85 corridor, but we will still get in on some showers here across the Piedmont as well. Once that cold air starts to move in, we still have moisture in the area. Some of us could get a few snow flurries. I'm talking overnight. If you're up at 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning early Thursday, you might see some of those flurries. You will not notice much in the way of an accumulating snow. 22 in Shelby, 23 in Gastonia and in Charlotte. So it is chilly, but you guys, we are 10 to 20 degrees warmer than where we were this time yesterday. You say how? Well, because it was just like 1 in Salisbury. We had a couple of 4s and 5s down toward Wadesboro and up toward areas of Hickory and Morganton. It was so cold this time yesterday, but we are still below freezing. So another icy concern is out there as we head through this morning. But again, look at how much warmer we are again than 24 hours ago, about 10 to 20 degrees there. Expect a decent dose of clouds as we head through the day today. Yeah, rain coverage, just not expecting it. It's just the timing of the system that really ramps up as we head through tomorrow. So today, a little bit of our transitional day as we're expecting more clouds. Temperatures still going to be a little bit warmer though, thanks to these wind direction. We are pulling up enough warmth for this next system not to just bring us snow in the forecast. Again, we'll be in the 40s as we head through the day today, about mid to upper 40s here across the Piedmont. Looking across the high country, we'll be just about 40 degrees, so a little bit cooler for you folks, and you'll see that moisture move in toward the tail end of this evening, so that rain coming a little bit sooner for you up in our western counties. So live radar right now not showing those showers, but we'll have a different story as we'll be tracking some of those showers as we head through the day on Wednesday. Dry conditions Thursday, Friday, and heading into this upcoming weekend. Now, we could use the rain. One, it's going to help with some of the snow and ice melt. Temperatures will be above that freezing point, and also we still are in a drought, so we do need the rainfall. Areas south and east of I-85 look to have the highest rain totals, about a half an inch for some of you folks. And in terms of any transition from snow, well, if we get the colder temperatures to move in and still have a little bit of moisture, it's possible we pick up a little bit of a coating in some areas here across the Piedmont. Again, this is primarily just going to be a few flurries possible. Having a couple of flurries here across the area Wednesday PM, so Wednesday night, really heading into the overnight period, and to Thursday morning. Yeah, a couple of flurries are possible, but this is not going to amount to much. We are expecting really, really light accumulation in the spots that do see anything, possibly no accumulation. So don't freak out. We've had enough snow. We are going to see a warm up on the way though as we head into next week. Now your temperatures out there, it's 19 in Salisbury, and I'll tell you the snow covered grounds are actually leading to some of these cooler temps out there that we have seen as well. We're a little warmer with some clouds in place and a wind direction shift than we were this time yesterday. It's 24 in Charlotte, 23 in Monroe, 20 right now in Wadesboro. So here's a look at your hour by hour. Clouds again pretty abundant as we head through the day today. Rain chances. I'm not expecting it through the day today. By Wednesday, though, that's when things do start to change. We'll see these highs top out in the mid to upper 40s here across the Piedmont, about low 40s up in areas of the high country. So dry today, but again, more clouds. Watch these temperatures into the nighttime. This is 9 p.m. We will be, for the most part, above freezing. This is going to lead to additional melting to continue overnight tonight, and then the rain that we're we're expecting a couple of showers tonight, primarily up in the high country, but this is 2 p.m. A lot of those showers tomorrow start to spread out across the area, starting primarily south and east of I-85, but you can see how some of that rain spreads in. By your evening commute tomorrow, the rain, good, because we're in a drought and it will help with some of that snow melt. But once some colder air starts to spill into the area, any leftover moisture could mean a couple of snow flurries. If we see that little bit of accumulation, a coating to a 1/10 of an inch, I'm expecting it around I-40, maybe down into Salisbury, Concord. You could see a couple of flurries as well. Couple of flurries, no accumulation for Charlotte though, and then temperatures go back to freezing as we head through another overnight period. So here's a look at your 10-day out. No, not at all. Just meteorologically talented. 25 in Charlotte. I would love to play an instrument. I can't though. 21 in Concord, 21 over in Albemarle, 20 in Wadesboro right now. So we are seeing certainly some cold temperatures out there. It's 30 in Boone. When I walked outside today, there was ice, there was snow, but I was like, okay, I can do this. It's not 4. So we're getting there. Temperatures are a little bit warmer out there. 24 right now in Rock Hill. And so this is a perfect example. It's 24 right now in Rock Hill, but you guys are 20 degrees warmer than where you were this time yesterday. So this time yesterday, you guys were 4 degrees. So this warmth is, it's not huge. I mean, we're still below freezing, but we'll take it. It is a little bit warmer. Expect clouds as we head through your Tuesday across the area. Yeah, some peaks of sunshine possible, but certainly looking at more of a cloud deck. We are going to see temperatures and, rain chances low. Temperatures a little higher. Will be in the mid to upper 40s as we head through your Tuesday here across the Piedmont. Low 40s as you head up toward the high country. So still increasing those temps up in the high country by about 10 to 12 degrees out there. Now, I do want to show you the forecast lows for tonight. Our average low is 33 degrees, but we need to be above that freezing point to continue to see this melting go on. So tonight, I think we have a good chance at staying above freezing, and I think we will in the Piedmont points south, hovering close to freezing, closer to I-40. So that leads to the potential of a few flurries as we head through tomorrow with still some cold temperatures. So live radar right now, we are looking at some clouds out there, but again, no rain. Rain does increase as we head through Wednesday. So primarily staying away from us as we head through your Tuesday. It's possible we do see a couple of showers, very light and isolated, primarily in the mountains later on this evening. So we look at the potential rainfall because we need the rain. We are in a deficit. We have a drought south and east of I-85, picking up the most in the way of rain before those showers start to spread in as we head through the day on Wednesday.
The season to be tasty. Hence, we're in the Tasty Tuesday kitchen with none other than one of our favorites, right, James?
Chef Mara, welcome back. She is with the Charlotte Foodie School, and with Valentine's Day coming, it looks like we have something we can eat our hearts out about. Huh?
Sweet tooth food, yeah.
Gotta have all the fixins to go with that.
So fixins, I love those.
It's such an art, but baking to me is just like mind blowing. Like you do it right. So you have the dry ingredients and then the wet ingredients, right?
Yep. So again, baking is a little bit more like a science, but it's all about just measuring properly and knowing the different mixing methods. And again, that's of course something you could learn at the
I really struggle with chemistry.
Cocoa powder, sugar, and flour?
Yep, sugar and flour. And then we have our leavening, which is our baking powder, baking soda, and of course we need buttermilk that makes it just extra moist and it gives it a little bit of a tang.
Buttermilk is so versatile because I heard you put that in the dressing for the white salad.
Yep, absolutely. It just gives that little bit of creamy, and then also, and I had a little bit of coffee in there.
I was about to ask what that was.
Yes,
coffee.
It's not Charlotte water, so. All right. So mix your wet and your dry, and I mean it's shaped silicone molds. They cook up really, really fast, and they stay nice and moist. And then we just made a nice cherry sauce, so just had some sugar, kirsch in there. I always like a little bit of booze in our desserts, just again, make it a little bit more special. And then if you don't want to make this cherry sauce, you could cheat a little bit and use one of those nice fancy cherries like the Luxardo cherries. And I mean, who doesn't love a nice composed dessert? It just looks so pretty and of course tasteful. And, and there you go. I mean, it looks beautiful and not that difficult.
This looks fantastic, as you mentioned, pretty easy to make from start to finish. With all these ingredients, how long does this take?
The cake itself, to just make it, really only takes about 10 minutes or so to measure everything out, mix it up.
There you go. You know, I'm big on cooking, but yeah, when it comes to baking, I know nothing. So this honestly gives me maybe a little bit of unfound confidence, but you made it look really easy, Chef Mara. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We can't wait to try this. Thanks so much for being here.
All right, somebody else who I know who has a sweet tooth, Joe Duncan. Let's check in with him to see what's coming up.
So we will continue to see that. You guys, I mean, Charlotte had 11 inches of snow. This is going to be something that we're going to be dealing with likely into next week. NCDOT, CDOT, they've just been so good at especially the highways, but it's those side streets that perhaps have a lot of trees around them. It's just taking a while to melt. Some black ice still the concern out there, but good news. Tonight, a lot of us are going to be above that freezing mark, and then rain, additionally, going to help melt some things. So that's kind of my third headline there. But we are going to see a couple possible flurries Wednesday night into early Thursday. Walking you through that in a second. 25 in Concord and in Charlotte, 20 in Salisbury right now, 23 in Statesville and in Morganton. So it's warmer than where we were this time yesterday by about 10 to 20 degrees. Expect more clouds out there for today. We'll stay rain free though as we head through your Tuesday. It's possible a couple of showers make their appearance and their entry into the area by the latter half of the evening. I'm talking 9-10 o'clock, but today will be dry and a little bit warmer. We'll see highs in the mid to upper 40s, so actually going to feel pretty nice as we head through the day. Melting will continue despite not even seeing wall-to-wall sunshine. Those temps well above freezing, and they'll stay that way above freezing as we head through the evening tonight. This is 9 p.m. Showers starting to enter the high country. Isolated, just rain showers possible overnight as we head through the Piedmont areas. But let's take a look at your Wednesday. This is 2 p.m. Showers do start to roll in mainly south and east of I-85. Those start to spread in right around your evening commute tomorrow night. So watch out for some rain for that commute. And also this rain is going to help to melt things as well. Notice the temperature still hovering near 40 when the majority of the showers, the moisture is here across the area. The moisture starts to pull out, but at the same time, the cold air starts to move in. So it's possible we see a couple of flurries. It's also possible areas like Hickory, Statesville into Salisbury, some of our northeastern areas actually pick up maybe a trace to a 1/10 of an inch, but absolutely nothing abundant or a lot of accumulation by any means. We look at the upper level